I left Dublin when I was 15. I got wind of this apprentice school and I cycled down with two other lads. I was small, light, and it appealed to me, you know. I've been here ever since. In the 60s, like, we didn't have a whole lot, and I have 8 brothers and 1 sister, so I guess it was a poor upbringing, but we were happy, you know. We had a very good mother and father, and I did as far as, I don't know what it is, the intercert. That's as far as I did. I was in the Northstrand Technical School. You know, that again was a rough upbringing too, Northstrand Tech. And I'd never seen a horse in my life. I went in a dub and I wanted to go home after 2 weeks, you know, and it wasn't. I wanted it. I knew I wanted it, but it was very difficult. And not being a natural rider, because I mean, I'd never. You should be doing this when you're younger, and you know, and you get good at it. But I had no experience with horses, so I did find it difficult. But I think in the end, I got the hang of it. You know, we were always taught from the minute we got in there, it's the earlier the better. So we were up at 5, sometimes half 5. You'd get the call, and we were dropped around in the minibus. How I met Paula, it was a long story. Paula and a girl called Tessie Kemi were the best of friends, and I was dating Tessie Kemi. And I remember down at the CYMS dance, Paula came over and she told me that Tessie was breaking off with me. I was going out with the girl for a year, so I didn't want to look too shocked, so I said, sure, look, you might as well dance. And we've been dancing ever since. And that is the true story. Yeah. My injury, I was still holding a jockey's license. This happened, I'm trying to think of the year exactly. It was about 13 years ago, 12 or 13 years ago. A filly flipped over and landed on in between my legs, so she broke my pelvis. And when she was getting up off me, she fell again. So I actually broke the pelvis in 3 places. So it was the guts of a year I missed, but I never rode in a race again after that. You know, that kind of finished my career. You know, it was tricky because I had a frame on a fixator from my hips. There was bolted into my hips, and then it came out here. And it was 3 bars, but once that was on, it was perfect. But before I got the operation, I couldn't move anything on my head, you know. So I wouldn't change anything about my lifestyle. I'm being very happy, and no, I think I just carry on now, and I'm very happy and content. Former relationships with definitely with there's just something about them. They're magic, you know. And at the minute, it's Prince Eric. I mean, I have 4 or 5 horses to look after, but he is just a star. I mean, he's legendary. I used to look after a horse called Grey Swallow, he'd bite the back off, you know what I mean? He was really vicious with me, but yet I had a great bond with him too. And he turned out a very good horse. And Eric is the same. He's a quieter horse, and I mean, if anything, he'd probably lick you to death. But you form a bond with them. To me, they're just like kids, you know. I've lost a couple up and down. And you just try and get over it as best you can, you know what I mean? They're like humans, man, and tragedy happens, you know. Of all the horses I looked after, I'd have to say Grey Swallow. I've never sat on a machine like him, and I knew it from day one. We kind of knew he was special. He walked into the yard special, and he won 2 Group 1s. He should have won a lot more. He probably had a bit of a wind problem that stopped him winning more, but he was my favourite, yeah. My biggest achievement in life, God, I didn't do a whole lot now. I rode a few winners. I suppose meeting Paula and settling down and having 4 kids, if that counts, that's definitely my biggest achievement. I'd just like to see all the kids happily settle down and whatever they want to do, and be behind them 100%. And no, I have no plans now. Just carry on and just be happy.